What's up everybody, welcome to the channel. Today we're exposing the biggest secrets airlines don't want you to know. Forget luxury trips. This is about the tricks airlines use to keep you in the dark. Ever been stuck at the airport, feeling like you're not getting the whole story? You're probably right. Airlines have a playbook of excuses to protect their profits and keep you calm. In this video, I'll break down the 7 biggest lies airlines tell every day and what's really going on. We've talked to insiders and travel experts to get the truth. Let's get into it. The number one excuse you'll hear at airports around the world: your flight is delayed due to weather. It's almost become a running joke among frequent flyers, a phrase so common that it barely raises an eyebrow anymore. But what does it really mean when the airline blames the weather? You look outside, clear skies, not a cloud in sight, the sun is shining and planes are taking off and landing. So what gives? How can weather be the culprit when everything looks perfect from where you're standing? The truth is, blaming weather is the airline's ultimate get-out-of-jail-free card. It's the perfect excuse because it's vague, hard to verify, and almost impossible for passengers to challenge on the spot. If a delay is their fault, say, a mechanical issue or a missing crew member, they owe you compensation, sometimes even a hotel or meal voucher. But if it's weather, suddenly, they owe you nothing. No hotel, no food, no apology. Just a shrug and a new boarding time. The real reason for your delay could be anything: a crew member stuck in traffic, a late arriving plane from another city, or a maintenance issue that's taking longer than expected to fix. But weather is the magic word that covers all sins. Weather is vague, unprovable, and lets airlines dodge responsibility. It's a catch-all term that can mean anything from fog at a distant airport to a thunderstorm hundreds of miles away. Or, sometimes, nothing at all. Most passengers never question it. How could you? The weather could be bad somewhere else, right? Maybe there's a storm in another city, or turbulence along the route. It's easy to accept the explanation, and move on. Sometimes, even the gate agent doesn't know the real reason. They're just repeating what they're told by operations, passing along the official line to keep things moving. The truth is, many delays are actually financial decisions, not safety ones. Airlines might delay a flight to save money on crew overtime, to wait for more connecting passengers, or to avoid paying out compensation. Next time you're stuck at the airport, don't just take their word for it. Check flight tracking apps and compare your flight's status with other airlines flying the same route. You might be surprised at what you find. If other airlines are flying and yours isn't, be skeptical. Ask questions. Sometimes, a little curiosity can reveal a lot about what's really going on behind the scenes. Airlines count on you not digging deeper. They know most people will just accept the explanation and wait patiently, even if it means missing important events or connections. Weather is the oldest trick in the book. Airlines have been using it for decades and it's not going away anytime soon. Now you know how to spot it. Next time you hear weather delay, remember there might be more to the story. Don't just accept it. Do your own research, ask questions, and be an informed traveler. The more you know, the less likely you are to be left in the dark. Next up, let's unravel one of the most common and most mysterious reasons you'll ever hear for a flight delay. We're just waiting on some last-minute paperwork. At first it sounds harmless, almost routine, like a simple formality before takeoff. But in reality, this phrase is the airline's go-to catch-all excuse for just about any behind-the-scenes hiccup that could be holding up your flight. Sometimes, paperwork is code for the crew being dangerously close to timing out, meaning they're about to exceed their legal working hours and can't legally fly unless the issue is resolved quickly. Other times, it's a passenger count issue. Maybe someone's missing, or the numbers just don't add up, and the crew is scrambling to reconcile the manifest. Or perhaps a last-minute maintenance log needs a signature, and until that's done, the plane isn't cleared to leave the gate. Sometimes the catering truck is running late, and your snacks and drinks haven't even made it onto the plane yet. Or maybe the cleaning crew is still finishing up, making sure the cabin is ready for the next round of passengers. What you'll never hear is, our pilots are too tired to fly, or denied that's. We're having trouble counting passengers. Instead, it's always paperwork. This vague explanation is designed to keep passengers calm and avoid a wave of panic or frustration in the terminal. After all, if you heard the real reason, you might start to worry, or worse, Demand answers the staff can't provide. Sometimes paperwork really does mean a safety process is underway, like double-checking a repair or confirming a technical fix. But more often it's just a convenient cover for the operational chaos that happens behind the scenes at every airport. So, the next time you hear paperwork over the intercom, remember, it's airline code for something's wrong, but we don't want to tell you. It's not always malicious. Sometimes it's just easier to keep things vague than to explain a complicated situation to a plane full of anxious travelers. But let's be honest, it's rarely the whole truth, and it's almost never as simple as it sounds. If you notice the updates getting vaguer and more frequent, that's a sign they're stalling for time while they scramble for a solution. If you're stuck waiting, don't be afraid to politely ask for specifics. Sometimes you'll get a hint about what's really going on, but most of the time you'll just get another vague answer, as staff are trained to keep things as nondescript as possible. Paperwork is the airline industry's favorite smokescreen, a way to buy time and keep passengers in the dark. Now that you know what's really happening behind the scenes, you can listen for the clues and read between the lines. Don't be fooled by the jargon. Next time you hear paperwork, you'll know there's a lot more to the story. Lie number 3. Sorry, there are no available seats in a higher class. You ask for an upgrade, get denied, then walk past empty business class seats. Were they lying? Sort of. Airlines have strict upgrade hierarchies. Top-tier frequent flyers, paying customers and staff get first dibs. No available seats often means none for you or for free. Sometimes seats are blocked for crew rest, missed connections, or even broken. Gate agents are told not to give away upgrades unless absolutely necessary. Giving out free upgrades would devalue their premium product. Want an upgrade? Earn elite status, use miles, or pay for it. Just asking at the gate almost never works. Those empty seats aren't really available. They're just not for you. You're at baggage claim. No bag. The carousel spins, the crowd thins, and you're left standing there, scanning every suitcase that appears, hoping yours will magically show up, but it doesn't. You start to feel that sinking feeling in your stomach as you realize your bag is missing and you're not alone. This happens to thousands of travelers every single day. So you head to the baggage service desk, and the agent with a practiced smile says, "It's on the next flight." It sounds like a simple solution, a quick fix to your problem. But here's the truth. That phrase is often just a script. It's meant to reassure you, but in reality, the agent usually has no idea where your bag actually is. They're just trying to keep you calm and prevent a scene. Next flight is the ultimate stall tactic. It buys the airline time, gives you hope, and lets them avoid dealing with your frustration, at least for a little while. Sometimes your bag's barcode was never scanned at all, or maybe it got stuck in a corner of the airport, lost in a sea of other suitcases. The tracking system can fail, and when it does, your bag essentially vanishes from the airline's radar. The agent is left guessing, hoping your bag will turn up on its own. They might check a few screens, make a call, but often they're just as clueless as you are. The real goal? To get you to leave the airport. Once the crowd is gone, staff can start searching without pressure, and you're less likely to demand immediate answers. But here's a tip. If your bag was truly on the next flight, there would be a digital scan to prove it. Every time a bag is loaded onto a plane, it's scanned into the system. Always ask for proof. Say, "Can you show me the scan that confirms my bag is on that flight?" If they can't, it's a red flag. Make sure you get a file reference number before you leave. This is your key to tracking your bag yourself, online or through the airline's app. Take photos of your luggage, including any unique features, and use a tracker like an AirTag or similar device. This gives you an extra layer of control and peace of mind. Sometimes the next flight story does come true. Your bag arrives hours later, but don't just take their word for it. Be persistent, follow up, and keep checking for updates. Remember, the next flight line is just the beginning of your search, not the end. It's up to you to stay on top of the situation. Don't let the airline off the hook. Protect yourself with information, stay assertive, and make sure your bag finds its way back to you. Lie number 5. We'll be boarding shortly. The plane isn't even at the gate, but the announcement keeps everyone calm and waiting. Shortly is vague. It could mean 5 minutes or an hour. Gate agents use it to keep crowds from wandering off or getting upset. If they told you the real delay, chaos would ensue. It's a psychological trick to keep you in place. They'll repeat it every few minutes, resetting your expectations. The real sign boarding is near, when you see the crew arrive at the gate. Until then, you're just in a holding pattern. Don't stand in line just because they say, shortly. Sit down, relax, and watch for real movement. Boarding shortly is crowd control, not a promise. Next time, take it with a grain of salt. Trust your eyes, not the announcement. You've landed, but the plane stops short of the gate. The captain says, "We're waiting for a gate to become available." Sounds reasonable, but often it's not another plane's fault. Sometimes the gate is empty, but there's no ground crew to guide you in. Airlines won't admit they're understaffed or overscheduled. Blaming a busy gate shifts the blame away from them. Aggressive scheduling means tight turnarounds. One small delay, and you're stuck. Sometimes you arrived early because they scheduled you for a time when the gate was still occupied. Look out the window. If the gate is empty and no staff are around, you're waiting on the airline, not another plane. It's a calculated risk to maximize efficiency. But you pay the price. The waiting for a gate excuse is about protecting their image. Next time, see what's really happening outside. Don't buy the blame game. The final lie. This is the best fare available. Airline pricing is a game, dynamic, confusing, and always changing. The best fare is just the best at that moment, on that site. Prices can change dozens of times a day, and airlines hide cheaper options. Their websites are designed to upsell you. Third-party sites sometimes have better deals or special fares. Your search history can even raise prices. Clear your cookies or use incognito mode. Always compare across multiple sites and be flexible with dates. The first price you see is rarely the best. Use tools like Google Flights or Skyscanner. Don't trust the airline to show you the cheapest option. The real deals are out there. You just have to look. Be a savvy shopper, not an easy target. There you have it, the 7 biggest lies airlines tell and what's really happening behind the scenes. Now you're an informed traveler, ready to spot the tricks. Share your wildest airline stories in the comments. Let's help each other out. If you learned something new, hit like and subscribe for more travel secrets. We've got massive videos coming you won't want to miss. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Safe travels.